Good morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed about the hydrogen energy production from the fossil fuels. Now we are going to discuss about the second part of this hydrogen production from the biomass. Till now we have discussed about the fossil fuels. So as an introduction, we can say that what is let us know that what is biomass. So biomass is a renewable organic resource, includes forest residue, mill wood waste, waste from pulp and paper mills, agriculture crop waste, animal waste, municipal solid waste, and so on. So from the source itself, you can understand that why we are trying to work on this particular technology, because these all are the materials is basically it's a it's a waste, and the problem of these materials to see materials to store, or maybe for the biography problem. So if we are able to utilize these materials, we can reduce the pollution to the environment itself. So this renewable source can be used to produce the hydrogen along with the other bioproducts by the gasification. Biomass tends to be bulky, to deteriorate over time, and to be difficult to store and handle. Researchers are developing new membrane technology to separate and purify the hydrogen from the gas stream produced. Now, what is the classification of biomass conversion process into the hydrogen? So, biomass basically what is divided into two parts. One is called the thermal method, another one is called the biological methods. So in thermal methods, we can do the classification by pyrolysis, by advanced gasification. Advanced gasification is also having divided into two parts. One is called the supercritical water gasification and the solvent enhanced gasification. And if we talk about the biological method, which we have already discussed earlier. So basically that can be also done by the two methods. One is called the fermentation, another one is called the biophotolysis. So just let us discuss about the biomass gasification. So gasification is a process that convert organic or fossil based carbonaceous materials at high temperature. High temperature is more than 700 degree centigrade without combustion, with a controlled amount of oxygen and or steam into the carbon monoxide, hydrogen and carbon dioxide gas. The carbon monoxide then react with water to form the carbon dioxide and more hydrogen by a water gas shift reaction. Adsorber or special membranes can separate the hydrogen from this gas stream. The gas may also contain particulate matter which is removed using cyclones and the scrubbers. So like this, biomass first is gasification at 0.1 megapascal at 804 degree Celsius, and gas cleanup cyclone and scrubbers, and compression at 3.7 megapascal. The catalytic stream reforming 3.5 megapascal at 850 degrees Celsius. and high temperatures and higher temperature shift at 3 megapascal at 370 degrees centigrade. Low temperature shift is at 2.5 megapascal and 200 degrees centigrade. And finally we get the hydrogen gas. And finally we get the hydrogen gas. Here you can see this is the biomass, and finally we get the hydrogen gas. Now the particulate free gas is compressed, and then catalytic steam reformed eliminate the tars and higher hydrocarbons. This is followed by the high and low temperature shift conversion reactions to produce the additional hydrogen. Finally, the hydrogen is separated from the other products by pressure swing adsorption. The main reactions taking place in biomass gasification are as follows. These are the reactions: biomass plus heat plus steam, that equal to H2 plus CO plus CO2 plus CH4 plus light and heavy SCS plus tar. So here we can see that the temperature range for the here we can see that the conversion of biomass to the hydrogen at different temperature ranges. We have already earlier this is discussed in the previous slide. So this is a whole system. At last we are going to get the hydrogen gas. Now we are going to discuss about the second part of this, is called pyrolysis. This is pyrolysis. So gasification aims to produce the gases, where pyrolysis aims to produce the bio oil and charcoal. Hydrogen can be produced by reforming the biomass to a liquid bio oil in a process called pyrolysis. Pyrolysis is an endothermic thermal decomposition of biomass carried out in an inert atmosphere, typically at the temperature of 450 degree centigrade to 550 degree centigrade. The bio also produced in a liquid composed of 85% oxygenated organics and 15% water. So basically this is one of kind of chemical reaction process. The bio oil is then steam reformed in the presence of nickel based catalyst at 750 degrees centigrade to 850 degrees centigrade, followed by shift conversion of carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide. Here you can see the reaction are written. Reaction can be written as biomass. So by pyrolysis reaction, it is producing bio oil and char, and that gas bio oil plus H2O, if we add the water, it will produce the carbon monoxide and the hydrogen by reforming process. Then carbon monoxide, if we again add it with water itself, so it will produce that carbon dioxide and hydrogen by the shift process. It is finally we get the hydrogen. So basically first initial stage, from the biomass we have to produce the bio oil, then by reforming process and by shift process we can generate the hydrogen. So biomass, as I told already, pyrolysis is taking place with pressure 0.2 megapascal at 500 degrees centigrade. It is producing the bio oil. Then we are doing the separation process over there, and then only we are taking the fluidized bed catalytic steam reformer with 3.5 megapascal at 850 degrees centigrade. Then we are doing the high temperature shifting over there, which is 3 megapascal at 370 degrees centigrade. Then low temperature shift at 2.5 megapascal at 200 degrees centigrade. So from high temperature to we are bringing the material to the low temperature, and then we are doing the pressure swing adsorption. So basically we are segregating the carbon dioxide gas from there, and then ultimately we are getting the hydrogen as a pure gas. Now the criteria of selecting catalytic materials in hydrogen production from biomass. So the material should have high temperature stability, non-reactive to other materials in the process, and it should be non-corrosive type. Example like carbon nanotubes, nickel, platinum, activate carbon, palladium, alumina, titanium dioxide. So these all are the catalytic material basically we are using. Now what are the advantages? Opportunity, these are the advantages. So which what I am discussing about the advantages. So opportunity to substitute natural gas coal with low cost producer gas, lower number gas, that means lower toxic gases, carbon monoxide and particulate emissions. Biomass is always a widely available as a renewable source of energy. It is less expensive than the fossil fuels. Of course, there are certain disadvantages also there. Excess utilization of wood leads to deforestation. Biomass energy is not as efficient as a fossil fuels. Complex operation because of the need to control the supply of both air and solid fuels. High amount of ash and dust particles remains in the gas. So this is the topic of hydrogen energy. Thank you very much.